controllers. Oh, actually switching to GameCube. Looks like the Pro Controller was a little out of commission.
There we go. We guessed it. But very technical. We see this very colorful, cool GameCube controller. My favorite color, teal, as well.
I was going to say, that's production.
Is that your controller?
I looked at that like earlier. I was actually going to be like, wow, that controller's sick. And now I get to say it with the camera out, with all the world to hear. That controller's sick.
Shout out to Tempest. Hey, we gotta run that blue and teal.
Oh, emerald controller.
Yeah, emerald green.
Top one. That's my personal favorite.
Oh, totally.
That one or the Tales of Symphonia green one.
Ooh.
That one.
The dark green.
Yeah, that one goes for a pretty penny.
That is rare. Someone in the venue's like,
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. One of the exhibitors is like chimed up like, I can do that.
Putting the sign up higher.
Let me know. Yeah, if you're here in Iceland, you'll go over to the exhibitors. Portland Retro Gaming Expo always hosts a swath of artists, of vendors, all sorts of things, games.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people that are showing off the betas and alphas for their games. Pig Squad out over in Exhibit E.
There you go.
Go check them out. That is literally as local as you can get in terms of indie games. Support them as much as you can.
I got a shout out as well. Hawthorne Game Exchange. They have their own selection. Great
stuff. Shouts to them. But now we're going into this game. It's DK versus Steve. Who'd have thought? That's herobrine. I did not see that coming.
It's canon. We're seeing it. Just like the lore foretold and most canonical of the matchups. We're seeing Donkey Kong out here. Getting it started, trying to break through these blocks. Kind of cornering himself. Let's see if he can get out of this pressure. It's good stuff, knocking the minecart right out of there.
Now we have that fully charged DK neutral.
That was DK's fair for a second.
That double jump was expended too early. That would have been a nightmare situation. But now we keep that on deck. Gonna get the dash attack, trying to prep for a back air. Gonna find it on the ground. But that minecart's gonna do a lot in this matchup. No.
Yeah, it's a make or break. If you get the minecart to hit, you're good. If you get it broken back on you, not too much risk. You still have the stage control.
Speaking of these dash attacks and these back airs, so long as they're low to the ground, they're hitting almost 100% of the time. Gets the last hit of the up B to force the ledge situation.
Finishing off
that jump. Okay,
as well. Okay, sub. Okay. Yeah, very smart. Going for that up B to cover every angle from Steve. Going for it again, the alley-oop.
Yeah, actually almost anticipating the minecart timing was just slightly off, but still, you're walking away with 127%. It's going to take a little bit, at least until Steve develops into a stronger item. It's going to be the cargo. No up throw. Wing smash forward.
Do you see that? The jab from the block into the patience to grab him after. The cojones right now we're seeing from some young man. Let's get it. Oh, he does it again.
It's going to be another grab, another cargo throw. Just try and get him off stage. But again, minecart just gets you back so fast. The hitbox, the command grab that can potentially hold is a very, very powerful move. Steve needs to be using as much as possible. And there we go. Yeah. Stone items are also working dividends right now. Goes up for the run-up grab, expecting neutral get up. Sets up the TNT. Catch with the up smash.
Really clean play from herobrine. Yeah, in complete control right there, keeping him at the ledge. But let's see what the option is. Landing down with the nair. He is successful on these fairs up until now. Gonna get punished. Herobrine completely in control yet again.
There we go. Waits out the block. Good timing for that part. Now, if we can get those on the forward airs off to the minecarts, we're going to be paying off. Speaking of...
paying his dues right there, taking the brunt of it. That's going to be the second stock going deep.
That's the second stock, and that's the mash.
60%. Can he lose this stock, or will it just keep adding up for him?
Yeah, no, this is a lot. It's going to be just kind of looked at the wrong way, and Steve will go down. But it's finding that moment to actually even catch a glance at Steve, because the recovery is really good. They'll run out of the pickaxe is going to eat a back air for him, but now the diamond's in place, and
Something's just getting right into the... it's hard to follow. With Steve, that action never ends. We're just right back into it. He has got the diamond. You got to play careful. You got to be a little more bait and punish if you don't want to die here at 100. But picking his spots, lining up these back airs. But the grab in great effect here for Hero. Trying to land on herobrine and air dodging into the sweet embrace of that F smash. Herobrine's going to walk away with a 1-0 lead. Something to note I was going to say too was not mitigating the crafting table during the Halo flat recovery. If you're wanting to deal with Steve in any capacity and try and just even the playing field a little bit, you got to get rid of the crafting table and have to buy them time to actually go for the crafting. Yeah. Now, obviously, herobrine was having a lot of control on that third stock, so it was kind of like, you gotta delay the inevitable a little bit, because that Steve is gonna find a way to get to that crafting table. It's designed to get back to the crafting table. It's really tough when it snowballs into Steve's favor, where he takes the stock, crafting table is right there, right in the center, right where the action begins. and it's just tough. It's tough to play around. Herobrine putting it to full effect there. Great stuff, utilizing the full use of materials, as we see any great Minecrafter utilize.
Absolutely, going right back to it. Gonna go. Actually, it was really interesting. Look, they were talking about the stage, like, all right, going here, here, here.
They're thinking about it. They're putting some
Honestly,
knowledge
that's
outside of the game.
I think that's my favorite part, is when you're like getting like info on the stages, especially when you're like visiting, doing stuff with 4-yard GE. Awesome stuff. But going into a Battlefield, thoughts on this as a stage?
One of my favorite stages just around the board. Good for both matchups, I would say. Pretty decent at least, but DK using it to full effect. We see some using his absolute favorite move just at the onset of that match. We saw that forward air connect right through the platform. That is the kind of thing he's going to be going for a lot with these hits from his DK's arms that poke through the stage. Pop up Steve for the great follow-up. Hopefully landing into an up smash just like that.
Speaking of, some genius has been trying to just keep Steve off to the side as much as possible. So off to the sides. A lot of the cargo throws are not going for vertical options. It's just get Steve out there, and I'll deal with these options. As you can see, we're talking about forward air, back air for some genius is like been his favorite, the second favorite at the very least.
Yep.
But that one's also paying off the most.
Yeah, this genius we have been talking about, he is so good at the horizontal control. From that first game, we saw the back airs work out to excellent work. And here we go now, mixing it up with the vertical. Seeing that Battlefield stage put into absolute use here, trying to maximize this lead. He's only at 45%, but let's see if herobrine can make it climb there. Oh, look at that percent, doubling it and taking it to the advantage here.
I'm liking that some philosopher also used this stage in particular because of the platforms. It kind of mixed with the sharking and just trying to keep Steve out of the skies like that, like with the up tilts. It kind of does both favor because it covers DK on those recoveries.
Yes.
And Anvil is a menace, especially in this matchup.
Yeah, we talked about Steve when he is in the lead, it snowballs, but kind of in that same vein, we see it snowball in the disadvantageous positions where now he does not have his mineral of choosing. He has gold pickaxe, but is he going to have it for much longer? Where you're not sure here. Nope. Sayonara.
Catches the recovery. That's going to be a back air and a confident lead right now for the DK.
Yes, sir. Getting right into it, but these pickaxe hitboxes just working out to pick Donkey Kong right out of the sky. Already at 50 onto his second stock, but still in the lead.
Ooh,
super confident.
okay.
Just going to clap it in your face. That's going to hurt.
There we go. Anticipates a forward air. Forces herobrine to have to wait a little bit. Makes it way off of the top platform. That one's going to be a little more precarious to try and have DK actually shark and actually punish. The up air is strong, but it's a very committal option. It's going to keep you in the air for a little bit.
Right.
And Steve can absolutely respond to that afterwards. There's going to be a throw. Going to be sending off. Cart is going to have the hitbox, not the command grab. Dangerous to be in, but the roll dodges the TNT.
Greatest option. So
That's
smart.
a scary play. 95 against DK. One back air in the right place and it's over. But the F smash going to find its way. Oh, was able to hit the crafting table before the Halo plat. Test the shield and ultimately gets hit with the F tilt to fly out of the sky. It's going to be a down. That's going to be a forward air. Spikes gets the grab. And now he's just trying to pepper on as much percent as possible with these steel items. These iron items.
Yeah, herobrine using that up tilt to excellent use, putting the shield on Frog Watch, but Punch will seal it out. We're getting a game here for some Mr. Player on the right.
Some mastermind just waited. He took his time. He just held back and just said, I can just rip this. Finally, we're seeing a DK Punch go through as well because there's been a lot of the back airs, there's been a lot of the forward airs. They have tilts, up tilts, but you were just waiting. You know, you just win that moment.
I wanted to mention, actually, the great thing we've been seeing so far from some excellent Smash Ultimate player. He's been using up tilt, F tilt like you were saying, but utilizing those what's it called, invulnerability, right, on the fingertips of those moves, breaking any block, any minecart that herobrine was using to enter from the corner of the stage. That's just going to keep him at disadvantage that whole time. We saw it on Battlefield as well with the up tilts, utilizing the great juggle situations and like building his play off of it that whole time. Definitely want to see more of that if he wants to maintain this lead. Got to be careful though, because just like we saw in that last game, herobrine, part of a champion, just fighting out of the losing position so well.
Yeah, no, they're going last out each time. And Battlefield themed Dreamland.
Let's get it. Little blast from the
That's
past.
Battlefield, right? I just gotta make sure.
We'll see, we'll see. I don't know. Either way, maybe some 64 fans in our midst.
Is this just Dreamland?
It could be. I think it's a little further apart because that's the telltale sign.
Yeah.
Battlefield is usually more close together.
Also the bottom of the stage.
And the pineapple. We're under the sea, baby. We're in the Bikini Bottom right here.
Of going straight to the depths. Right, both players respectively just going for the stock.
Yeah. Oh, but it is just pure madness right here as we enter into this second stock. Final game between these two. Definitely neck and neck, but DK still in the lead right here. Herobrine going to make stuff happen. I wonder what mats we're going to see as well from this Dreamland stage. I mean, so far, just a lot of iron and wood.
Yeah, that's something that I'm not entirely familiar with. Unfortunately, not a memory spreadsheet. But for the looks of things, 101%.
That's right. You're familiar with every stage. You have the spreadsheet. You just bring it to me with all the mats on every stage.
That's what you have to do. You got Steve on deck. You got Kazi. You got to know all the routes. You got to know what's going on.
Right. Yoshi's Story got that yarn. Very unique. Earthbound got the wood. The list goes on.
Speaking of, now it's been a bit of a playing in the corner, playing on the back foot for herobrine. Because some philosophers just was idling for a long time. Honestly, that was the first time I feel like we were seeing like a real hard commit with that back air, but then finds the shield drop into the back air and calls out the recovery. I don't think Herobrine was expecting that.
Yeah, we're seeing a reversal of fortune right here, where Herobrine started the set with such great looks. We're seeing Herobrine kind of fall in the losing position. Some D just getting it to work. Super patient play.
Oh my goodness, that pivot grab actually vortexed him all the way into disadvantage state. Now playing for center stage, gets the dash attack off of the missed tech.
He's saying good morning, good afternoon, Portland. Let me pivot grab you right off into the Kirby lands of old. Let's see if you remember these ones.
Oh, the F tilt gets scooped up by that, and we're gonna have the up smash. It's not gonna be enough.
But the extra high ceiling, look at this Dreamland. Excellent pick. Or is it if you're the one to choose it, Herobrine?
Yeah,
not so sure anymore.
You're concerned, but when you have minecart like that, I don't even think that was redstone boosted either. That was just raw minecart. That's gonna be enough to do it.
There we go. Oh no! He's living just enough. Oh. Okay, thank goodness.
My heart stopped for just like a second. I was like, oh no!
We talked about the mash that he didn't have. He had just enough right there. Using that air dodge jump in continuation in great effect. That is a button combination you're gonna need in Smash Ultimate.
The roll gets caught. F smash.
Oh no!
It's close.
But another one.
You got Max.
Gotta be careful.
The double jump. The up B does mitigate the TNT, but it's not gonna be enough. It's gonna be another attempt at recovering. Waits it out. The card actually got removed because of the TNT. This is a high percentage for both of them. Another diamond on set.
Not swinging. He got the perfect back air. Steve not fighting first. Now he's in the corner. What are we going to see here? But the back air coming in.
The scoop. Herobrine's going to walk away. Some philosopher, the smile, the nod. Acknowledgement that was not robbery, but that was the most underhanded. That was the slide under.
Yeah.
Just get the scoop, get the jump, and lights out.
The alley-oop. That was a technique we had yet to see. Those two moves in continuation.
He pump faked it.
We pump
actually
did.
The scoop. Yep. Done. Love to see that Steve versus DK going down to the wire. Game 3 on a stage I did not see coming. Awesome stuff.
We love to see it, right? Excellent work from the both of those. We saw each of them kind of taking control, maintaining their lead, getting comfortable with each of it. We saw the DK player who, that name, it might just escape me. I mean, I'll never forget it after today.
I don't know who that person's name was.
But I hope
some
to see more of
mastermind,
Some genius. That was my favorite. That one got me.
Some genius.
But he was definitely utilizing the walks, which we don't see a lot at different levels of play. And only at the top levels of play do we see the top players using that walk, which lets you act out of any option a bit faster than when you're committing to a dash when you're holding forward on the stick.
Yeah.
Just really good control of your character and really good knowledge of let me put pressure on them by showing I'm going this way, and then actually I can just act out of it. Hit you as you roll behind me.
But
or
also
just
talking about the times when to put on the gas, right? Like the dash attack follow-ups on a lot of the tech situations, once the percent was high enough, we were seeing consistently the dash attack was working very, very well.
Absolutely, yeah. Great knowledge from both of them. As they develop, great ability to kind of adapt around each other's hit ranges as well.
Yeah, that too.
That was really cool to see, where we saw that last game down to the wire. Had no idea who was going to win, and it was before we saw a lot more swinging in between those last hit situations, but you could tell the pressure had piled onto both of them, and it was...
I mean, the match started with the committal, kill at the bottom of the stage.
Right.
The first, minute of the match happening, I respect it. I'm big fan of people that want to play like that.
Yes, that's the you're going down with me or I'm not getting this kill. Yeah.
We are making this happen.
Yes, totally. Here and now.
But
definitely.
No, big shout outs to Herobrine. Used Steve's strength to the absolute fullest and was getting a lot of really good results because of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Literally the minecart that won him the game leading into the jump into the back air, knowing that I was going to be expecting a high recovery because of like how many times herobrine was doing that beforehand, and then being able to finally get the scoop and get the match right then and there.
Yes.
And again, also I had a lot of resources on deck too. So if there needed to be a comeback and there needed to be a stall out, we were going to start seeing some like pro level, like 2 walls, mining, getting ready.
That's what I was worried about when we saw the Dreamland pick. I don't know if it was herobrine's like initial choice or like more of like a mutual thing, but I wanted to see like go build blocks at the bottom of the stage. Maybe, I don't even know if you can do it that far, but underneath where sometimes you up B and you get your head clipped by Dreamland.
Oh, yeah.
Like that pineapple shape we're talking about. A little like unfamiliar gamer lingo if you don't play Smash Ultimate too much.
Yeah, for those familiar, Dreamland, the bottom of Dreamland looks like a pineapple. So the lingo then set in place. Oh, what's going on, Ian? What's going on, my man?
Oh my god, it's good to see you. Hey.
Big fan of this
They
guy.
keep you here.